24 out of Colorado Springs. There's a little town that... 2, 1,
here we go!
Go!
Yeah. Ah! There we go! Ah! Oh, it's pushing! Yeah! There we go! Hey! Ah! Sideways! Hi, Jerry! How are you?
Sea-Doo certainly knows how to ring in the announcement of a whole new lineup of watercraft, and for 2020 the industry leader definitely pulled out all the stops. Sea-Doo had the Watercraft Journal with a handful of other media, including our friend Jerry Gaddis from greenhulk.net, out on Lake Travis, just west of Austin, Texas, for a few days to test ride the all-new GTI lineup. Replacing the entirety of its recreation segment, Sea-Doo's completely redesigned GTI looked to target the market's most active segment with everything they've always asked for: storage, stability, and peace of mind. From the outset, Sea-Doo knew it was going to implement several of the changes made to its full-size ST3 platform back in 2018, particularly adding the modular link accessory system to the rear of the watercraft. Using the same 16-inch on-center mounts that collapse flush to the deck, the new GTI models can use any and all of the link accessories listed in the Sea-Doo parts and accessories catalog. That includes both the standard 4.2 gallon cooler, the fuel caddy, or the retractable ski pylon. Heck, you could even strap down the massive 13.5 gallon cooler from the Fish Pro. Equally, the back seat can be removed like the larger ST3, revealing an extended rear platform 36% larger than the previous models. For the rider, Sea-Doo made sure to integrate its industry-leading Ergolock seating. Coves at the knees tuck in, letting the driver sit naturally with super deep footwells so your knees don't feel either pressed into your chest or spread apart uncomfortably. Even the passenger enjoys improved ergonomics with better footing, thanks to the GTI's Coke bottle-like bench seat and revised hand grips. Although we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, other touches include dock line loops molded into the upper deck just under the handlebars, and hand grips molded into the bow of the hull that make pulling your new GTI up onto the sand a bit of a breeze. And if you're going to tow the kids on a raft, or God forbid another PWC back to the marina, a metal tow eye is mounted just above the bond rail. But back to the driver. The cockpit for the GTI features a new 4.5-inch digital display that can be set with an orange backlight, replacing the outgoing analog gauges. The display isn't terribly flashy, but is wholly serviceable reading off the vitals. While toggling through the many eye control features, particularly Sea-Doo's slow mode, all of the presets are clearly visible. Slow mode acts as a speed regulator, permitting the driver when the GTI is set at neutral to program a low, no-wake speed for idling through marinas. Found on the left-hand side of the handlebars on the same toggle pad as the GTI's VTS or variable trim system, Sea-Doo lets the operator choose from several low-speed presets, from a near-dead crawl to upwards of 9 miles per hour. When used while underway, meaning while moving forward under throttle, engaging slow mode artificially caps the GTI's top speed, giving you an ideal feature for novices learning to operate the GTI. Below the handlebars is one of the GTI's shining features, a massive 2.3 gallon glove box that includes the same watertight phone storage case as the aforementioned ST3 runabouts. Although not standard equipment on any GTI, the same rubber plug can be replaced with a USB port to keep your phone charged. And you're going to want to keep it charged if you option for the BRP premium audio system. All but identical to the same system used on its larger siblings, the 100-watt Bluetooth-controlled premium audio package is best ordered from the factory, as it also doesn't come as standard equipment on any of the new GTI models. Touting some of the best sound from an onboard factory-installed system, the control pad is tucked in pretty tight on the fairings, making it tough to reach even when you're sitting still. It's a minor complaint, but we know we're not alone on this one. At the nose is a very generous bow compartment, giving the new GTI a slam dunk 42.5 gallons of storage, giving this little recreation segment machine way more capacity than even the full-size Sea-Doos. Under the seat is just as exciting. Sea-Doo finally retired the last of its 130 and 155 horsepower 1503 Rotax engines for 2020. In its stead is a stout 1630cc naturally aspirated A1630 3-cylinder, cranking out either 130 or 170 horsepower, all while sipping on 87 octane, making this the most powerful naturally aspirated engine ever produced by Rotax. The larger displacement and added 15 horsepower gives the 170 horsepower variant a 20% improvement in acceleration over the previous 155. According to Sea-Doo, this means that the new GTI 170 can hit the 50 mile an hour mark in 5.2 seconds, smoking the outgoing 155 horse GTI's paltry 6.6 second run. Aboard our GTI SE 170, we managed a respectable top speed of 55 miles per hour at 7,700 RPM. No, speeds like that aren't going to set the internet on fire, but hey, this machine isn't trying to break any world records, man. Of course, the biggest change for 2020 is also the one that Sea-Doo has been preparing for the longest, the standardization of POLYTEC. Yes, for 2020, Sea-Doo has replaced all of the hulls for the GTI-based machines with POLYTEC. That includes the 170 horsepower GTI SE that we had today, the Wake 170, and even the supercharged GTR 230, which we reviewed earlier. Called POLYTEC 2.0, this new hull is quite literally double the thickness of previous hulls, from a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick, and employs what Sea-Doo likes to call a fiberglass inner skin, which are more or less fiberglass stringers running the length of the inside of the hull, giving it added strength and robustness. Nevertheless, the new GTI SE 170 comes in at 739 pounds, an impressive 51 pounds less than last year's GTI SE 155, which tipped the scales at 790 pounds. Of course, what really matters is how the 2020 GTI SE rides. What we found was actually quite impressive. We somewhat expected the POLYTEC hull to flex and bounce along like an oversized Spark, but that was absolutely not the case. Instead, the new GTI tracked true, predictably and comfortably through the lake chop and chatter. Equally, it's nowhere near as loose as the flatter, somewhat sportier hull that it replaces. Rather, the new GTI is far more stable and manages to keep its footing even when pressed. Now, that's not to say you can't spin the tail out without the right amount of coaxing, because come on man, who doesn't love cutting a few donuts? In all, the 2020 Sea-Doo GTI SE 170 is easily one of the most well-balanced entries into this hotly contested segment. With a listed MSRP of $11,399, and that's not including the BRP premium sound system, it even comes in several $100s less than Yamaha's top-selling VX Cruiser HO. With options abounding like 2 engine output ratings, the available BRP premium audio system, and even a choice of liveries, either ice metal and orange crush, or beach blue metallic and lava gray, the GTI SE 170 is really a customizable machine to fit everyone's needs. I'm Kevin Shaw, and thanks for watching the Watercraft Journal. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and maybe even share it with your friends, as it will definitely help us grow. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Until then, please visit us at www.watercraftjournal.com, where new articles are published Monday through Friday.